Good evening, welcome to the Wednesday Update. I'm Zach Timpson, and here are tonight's top stories. Last month, President Treason held a rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma to an arena full of empty seats, due to teenagers going online and reserving large numbers of tickets with no intent on actually going. So to those of you born between 1901 and 1927, meet the new greatest generation. Bravo, teenagers. Bravo. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, has received criticism due to releasing transphobic tweets. Though if I'm being honest, I find it hard to believe that J.K. Rowling is actually transphobic, considering she herself transitioned from beloved icon to complete train wreck. The Republican National Convention announced that it will take place in Jacksonville, Florida this year. And coming from someone who was born in Jacksonville, I would just like to go on the record and say, God damn it. My hometown. According to a new poll, only 5% of Americans think that things in the country are going very well. So congrats, America. We're now tied with the Rotten Tomatoes score for the last Airbender movie. Not Shyamalan's best. Here's some sad news. Disneyland has announced that it will be pushing back its opening date due to concerns surrounding COVID-19. Disney fans are really upset because they were looking forward to going back to the parks and immediately getting a fast pass to the emergency room. It's my favorite ride. Yeah. Okay, I'm excited about this story. After trying to get it removed for over a decade, a statue of Christopher Columbus in St. Paul, Minnesota has been taken down by protesters. Many think that the protesters are trying to silence history, but in my opinion, coming into a foreign land and then immediately taking charge and destroying something that doesn't belong to you is the best way to remember Christopher Columbus. They kind of nailed it. Many are also calling for the removal of Confederate statues and Confederate flags throughout the country. But if I've learned anything these last 4 years, it's that America loves idolizing those who come in second place. A new theory has emerged that classical composer Ludwig van Beethoven may have been black. Meanwhile, Beethoven the dog, who basically destroys everything in his path without regards for the consequences of his actions, was definitely white. Guys, this next story is nuts. After trending on Twitter and on Reddit, a married couple is getting a divorce due to the husband spending way too much money on his Funko Pop collection. The story's insane, but I think the craziest part of this story is that a woman would willingly marry a man with a Funko Pop collection. Ew. Anne Hathaway recently revealed that director Christopher Nolan doesn't keep chairs on his film sets because, according to him, if you're sitting, you're not working. Which is funny, considering he has absolutely no problem with sleeping. Finally tonight, John Bolton, Trump's former national security advisor, recently released a book titled The Room Where It Happened, which is stock full of information that Bolton could have used to testify against Trump in the impeachment trial. I'm sorry, I was gonna make a joke about this, but instead I think I want to address Bolton directly. So that's what I'm gonna do, okay? Dude, you don't get to just walk in here and steal the name of a song from Hamilton and use it for profit when you could have used it for the good of the American people. You had the chance to blow us all away because you had so much information to testify against Trump being his right-hand man. But you didn't. You decided to wait for it, and now we're all helpless trying to stay alive. You don't get to just walk in here and say, what did I miss? You may have said to yourself, hey, I'll write a book. That would be enough, but it's not enough. The world was wide enough for both a book and a testimony. You had the chance to help us when we could have taken down a dictator, but you instead selfishly chose to be quiet. So I hope that the media takes you down for this one last time, because how could they say no to this? John, we know that you have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. So always remember that history has its eyes on you. John, I really hope you're happy with the book sales. Or should I say, I hope you're satisfied. The Wednesday Update, I'm Zach Timpson, and that's time. Okay, I'm really sorry if I offended you. I was just making a joke, I promise.